Hey, Tony guys here. So today I did another Pop the Balloon review, but it didn't have the sound on. I messed it up again because I put cancel echo, and so it messed it up because it canceled the video plan. But my wife gonna get me a new desktop for Christmas so I could download the Chrome browser, because mine won't let me download. It's too old. My desktop too old, so download Chrome, and we gonna go from there. But y'all, I was doing the one, I was looking at the one, it was the next one in line, so I'm gonna figure out the sound and may do it over, but we'll see. But one of the things that I want to touch on, and I'm gonna talk about this when I do the video, is the fact that a lot of people say that they want this and they want that, but then they choose just what they looking for, what they like to look at. So we have all other good words of, oh, I want this, oh, I want that, this type of person, that type of person. But really deep down, if a person look a certain way, we throw everything else out the window if they look good enough. And that's what you gotta stop doing. You gotta get beyond just the looks, just the physical, and you gotta enjoy the process. And I'm telling you, if I was a single person, male or female, if I was a single person, I really, really honestly would pick somebody for their heart. And everything physical, if it need to be changed or could be changed, then we could address that. If it's weight, we could fast together. We can work out together. We can do any of that together. We can, if we healthy, lipo, whatever it may be, all that right there. But I would be looking at the heart. Is this person kind, even to people who can do nothing for them? Is this person kind? Is this person patient? Does this person have a good sense of humor, good personality, great conversationalist? Is this person mature? Do they articulate themselves, communicate their thoughts, their feelings, their likes, their dislikes, but with respect, in a respectful manner? Does this person fear God? Is this person trying to live for God and please God? If the answer is yes to that right there, they can look how they need, how they want to look, long as it ain't, and I know I be saying this and I be saying this, and then I be saying, make sure they ain't turning your stomach. But even with that, it's like, just go for the heart first. Because what I'm trying to tell you is, when you fall in love, I remember seeing this young lady that I dated in college. The woman was not cute. But from being around her every day, and from spending time with her every day, I started to think she was decent looking. I started to think she was good looking. And it took my daddy to tell me, he said, son, you up there in West Virginia, and so you dating this young lady. He said, but how you gonna feel if you bring her home and you go to the mall with her and you see these girls down here in Florida? How you gonna feel? And me, I was in love, like not like in love, but you know, I was like cause from hanging around her and being around her, I was like, I'll be all right. Like it's cool. Like I'm cool with it. Like I won't mind. Like, she looked fine to me. Like she looked, and he was like, son, sometimes you date, and see, my daddy was always nice. He was always nice. He was always good with his words. He was always gentle. I did not get that from him, because if that was my son, I'm like, son, that thing look a mess, son. And I'm gonna tell you this, and I know you might marry and you may never forgive me, and you gonna replay this in your head, but I'm telling you right now, son, that thing look a mess. I don't know what you looking at. I don't know what you seeing. I don't know if I made a mistake. I ain't raised you well enough to love yourself, but that thing look a mess, son. That's how I talk to my son. See, my daddy wasn't like that. He was real gentle. Like, son, now I want you to think about this now, because you bring her home and you got there to the mall. And I remember, now that I look back, I remember sitting down at the lunch table in the cafeteria, and we all sitting down together. And I'm sitting with my homeboys, and it was the black girl from DC sitting in front of me, and she say, you a waste of a fine black man. Cause the girl was a white girl, and she said, "Oh, like, what you mean?" But you know what? I did always have low self-esteem. Like I never felt like that. I didn't feel like I was handsome. I didn't feel like I was attractive. Anything like that. I always had low self-esteem from going through acne in the middle school. So I would always date down. I would always date women that I would think that they might see me as a prize. I would date down from insecurity. And so it would be like, I wouldn't try to holler at a woman that intimidate me, or that I look at her and I'm like, whoa, she drop dead gorgeous, like, whoa, like slobbing out the mouth. I wouldn't holler at no woman like that. And so that's the thing. It's like, I proved to myself that when you really get to know somebody and you really with them, the looks start to fade. Like, do you know that I got my wife, and I thought my wife was beautiful. Like, I remember saying to myself one time, when I first seen her, I said she cute. But then after I talked to her a lot, we getting on into a relationship, and I remember looking at her and I said to myself, I said, this woman look perfect. I say, she have perfect features. I say, her skin is perfect. Her hair is perfect. Her nails are perfect. Her teeth are perfect. Her lips are perfect. Her nose is perfect. Her eyes is perfect. I'm looking at her, and this is what I'm saying to myself, like, my goodness. Like, how can a woman look perfect? And, you know, she didn't have a completely flat stomach. You know, she had a little meat on her stomach when she sit down, you know, have a little meat on her stomach. She had firm thighs and, you know, nice calves because she ran track. But she had been off for a little bit. And she liked to eat. One thing I love about her, anytime I ask her, you want something to eat? She said, yeah. I loved it that. I don't know if it was because I grew up with a mama who liked to eat, but she liked to eat. But do you know, in our marriage, my wife, we had her hormones and all that change and all that with the baby. And after she had the baby, she put on weight. Do you know I didn't even notice it? I didn't even realize it until recently, because she done lost weight. I think she told me she lost like 40 pounds. Some of y'all realize it and brought it to my attention. Like, what, can you ask your wife what she did to lose weight? Can she tell us her meal plan or workout plan, how she lost weight? And I'm like, well, dog, well, y'all looking harder than me. I live with her. I know she lost weight, but I didn't really process that she had gained weight. And so when I look back at pictures from like 2020 2021 or 2022. I can't remember which one it was. I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. Alrighty. This is what I said to myself. I'm just being transparent. I say, whoa, you mean to tell me I was tripping and insecure about her talking to another man? I say, man, ain't no man want her because these men are here today shallow. I'm like, but I thought she was the most beautiful woman in the world. I'm in my head, she walking out and gotta beat men off with a stick. But that's because I'm in love with her. I didn't see that she had put on weight. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, that in this here pop the balloon society, y'all is cutting people off for stuff that will not matter when you in love. I got a homeboy who he's not 6 foot tall, but he is married, and his wife is not built like a bodybuilder. And when I say bodybuilder, I don't mean like all the muscles and stuff. I mean like a couple abs and real firm, cut up thighs. His wife is not built like no bodybuilder, and guess what? They are deeply and madly in love. Just like a lot of y'all tell me, y'all be like, Tony, it's a lot of women that's overweight that's married. Tony, it's a lot of women that's this and that and that's married. And you know what? I have found that to be true. I noticed that there are a lot of women that are not built like a Coke bottle or brick house, and they married. And you know why? It's because if a man or a woman talk to somebody long enough, they start to fall for them, and the looks start to blend. The looks start to look normal, like just regular, like you forget your initial assessment of them. Your initial assessment could have been like, little too this, little too that, little too this, too much this, too much that, not enough this, not enough that. That was your initial assessment. But then after you done talk to them a little bit and you got to know the person, now it's like, oh, they look good, they look cute, like, oh, okay, like, I like that gap in their teeth. I like that nose. I just like the size of that nose. It's bigger than normal, but it's cute to me. I like the way them ears sit on the side of their head. Like, they hearing everything, but it's cute to me. And it just started to change. And so that's what I'm saying. Don't pop the balloon. Like, give yourself time first. Give yourself a month, 2 months before you cut them off for a feature, before you cut them off for an outfit. Give yourself that time. Y'all gotta forgive me. Give yourself that time right there. And as you do that, then you come to a place to where you're like, oh, okay, I see. Ain't that bad. And then the thing about it, the love is between y'all. And see, this is what I try to tell y'all. This is what I was talking about with the Travis Hunter situation. She probably first looked at him and was like, okay, he got a set of nostrils on him now. He got a set of lips on him now. Ain't all the way used to that, because I ain't got that in my culture, in my genetics, in my DNA. Ain't all the way used to that. But because he #1 in football, let me see what he talking about. Let me see what this talking about, because at least he got something going for himself. And then she probably got around him and literally fell in love with him. Like, really fell in love with him. And so forgot about her initial assessment. She say she don't worry about looks and she don't care about looks. Some women are like that now. Some women are like that, and so she could be telling the truth. But even if she don't care about it, it don't mean she's not gonna recognize his features. Whether it's his hair, his skin color, eyes, lips, nose, neck, hands, whatever it may be. But then got around him and fell in love. Same thing with Kevin Hart's wife. when she probably first seen him, she probably was like, look under the radar. Look, you really ain't got to bend backwards to go under the limbo stick. He really could just walk right on under there, but let me give it a try. He ain't my first choice. Wish I could have a taller man with some money, but the taller one with the money is cheating on me, or cheated on me, or ain't paying me no attention. So being that he the one that's here in this club, let me go and see what he talking about. And guess what? He looked at his wife, and if you look at Kevin Hart's wife, her features are considered perfect. When I say perfect, I mean based on American beauty standards. Now, in another country, they may not be perfect. But based on American beauty standards, her eyes, nose, lips, face, whatever it is symmetrical or go together or whatever y'all call it. So he probably looked at it and was like, whoa, okay. This is different. This is different. Because you got to remember, you know, his ex, she looked it different. She was darker skinned. She had, I think, locks or something, you know, different body type. So he probably, that's who he could get. That's who he was with. But then he probably thought this here wife is more whatever term he might have used, exotic or younger or fresher or prettier or whatever it was, to make him see her and be like, oh, she looked the complete opposite. Her features are the opposite. Her complexion is the opposite. Her hair is the opposite. I want to try this flavor of the rainbow. Let me shoot my shot. Boom, shot is shot. Shot ain't hit the net because of height requirement, but he shot the shot. And then she like, okay, boom, it's Kevin Hart. Let me give him a chance. So yeah, his money got him the motion. Cause you're not finna look at a man that's Kevin Hart height, who's shorter than Kai Cenat, and say, oh yeah, amazing. And I ain't never heard a woman say Kevin Hart is, you know, one of the most handsome men on the face of the planet. So that right there, that money get that motion. So the money get a little bit of motion, and then she got with him and fell in love with him. She just cracking her side laughing. He just so funny. He free comedy show every day. Boom. So then you actually fall in love with the person that you would have popped the balloon on. And then you fall in love with them because now you get to look past their height or past that feature that you not fond of or that you're not used to or what have you. You look past that, and then boom, there you go. Now y'all in love. So that's what I'm saying. So don't pop the balloon right away in real life. On the show, yeah, you got to go and pop it. But in real life, take your time. Get to know them. If you sit down and let's say they got a set of nostrils on them. Let's say the nostrils out the hill. Let's say the nostril touching these cheekbones. Let's say the nostrils touching these cheekbones, okay? And it's just a different kind of nose. It's just a nose you just like, wow, that is a nose. I'm just not used to it. I'm not hating on it. I'm not trying to say it. I just knew. It's just a new nose. I just need a little time. Just let me process it. And y'all sit down and all you can see is nose. It's like, it sounds like the nose is talking, coughing, walking, barking, and it's just nose. And the conversation don't make you forget about the nose. The jokes don't make you forget about the nose. The food don't make you forget about the nose. Now, guess what? You gave it a shot. You've proven to yourself that you just can't get over that superficial aspect of your personality in this season. So now you move on with your life. But just give it a shot, and you sit down, and he or she might be so funny that you forget that they have a unique nose, or unique lips, or a unique complexion, or unique hairline, unique hair texture, unique hairstyle, unique fashion style. You may forget about those things and then say, you know what? I really like this person. We maybe could hit it off. And this is about us. This ain't about nobody else. This about us. I don't care what this person think, that person think. This about us. Now, here's the thing. When you get outside of, the norm, your friends and family is gonna throw hints. But they don't want to say too much because they don't know if you're gonna stay with the person, and then you're gonna never forgive them for telling you that your future spouse is ugly. See, now me, I don't care. I'm gonna tell you, I don't care. Now, I ain't gonna say ugly. Now, I might say looks. I might say, no, now is that what you was looking for? Like as far as just like features wise, like are those the, is that those the features you wanted, or like the fashion style you into? You know when you got to stretch the word out at the end that you into, like the style, the features. You got to stretch the word out like that, so to hope that it'll land a little softer. That's what I'll be doing. And you'll catch the hint, like, listen, I know person ain't the cutest thing in the world, but I just want to give it a chance, get to know the person, give them a shot. I like them, I'm gonna keep going forward with it and just see how it go. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you, sometimes when you give somebody a shot and you are the prize in the looks department, they will be absolutely amazing until they get used to your beauty. Then once they get used to your beauty, and when I say beauty, I'm saying, male or female, like, because some women call a man beautiful or gorgeous or handsome or fine or whatever it is. So y'all just understand that I'm not calling no man beautiful. Understand that now. And so they get used to you, and then they flip the script on you. And I've seen a lot of comments like that over the years. Well, Tony, they'll say, well, Tony, I gave a looks challenge man an opportunity, and he became the nastiest, rudest, meanest. And so, okay, you got played. That was the ugly duckling syndrome. He thought he was a swan. Learn from it, and next time you could even address it and say, listen, I know you have preferences. I know I have preferences. I don't feel like they necessary to talk about, but I remember one time I dated somebody and they was outside of my preferences. Not to say anything was wrong with who they were, but then, and I was somebody that they said they had never dated anybody that they felt was, on the same look scale, and everything was amazing. They were so nice, but then it was like they got comfortable, they got complacent, and started to feel like, I was nothing, and that they can do better, and that they want to try their luck to see how many other people that they felt was, like me, or whatever you want to call it. And so, what's your thoughts on that? Have that happened to you? Do you feel like that's possible? And just to call it out, just to put it out there, so you don't address that right there. So now this new person, they know, like, oh man, that's something to be mindful of. Like, yeah, like, don't get a chance with somebody and then get complacent and then go to thinking you all that, and then you want to taste the rainbow. Skittles and stop doing them commercials. I guess they done talking about how toxic them Skittles is. They done stopped doing commercials. We done got them commercial scared. Well, I don't know. They might still do commercials. I don't watch TV. But hey, God bless you. Think about that. I'm pulling on up to the house here soon. About to pull on into my neighborhood. And I just wanted to tell you about that. Just remind you, like, make sure that while you out here moving around and you meet people, that you don't be shallow. But God bless you, and we'll talk soon. Oh, make sure you get over to Tony Gassel Academy. Grab that there, $25. This is my year. It's gonna be 31 videos for the month of January. Help you get that 2025 started off right. I might do a live call. I'm still thinking about it. At some point in January, I might do a live call, but we'll see. God bless you. We'll talk soon.